Hey everyone, welcome back to the sunnyside.net, where we have weekly love horoscopes that I write for the Echo newspapers in Kamloops, BC. Guided hypnosis style meditations, of course, to help with attracting love and mending broken hearts. There's some fun waking hypnosis and covert hypnosis tips and tricks that you can use in your everyday life, and a bunch of fun astrology videos like this one. Hi everyone, I'm Sunny, and today I'm going to rank the top 6 most likely to get caught fooling around outside Zodiac Signs. And I have to say, this list was easy. It took like 10 seconds. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of these are pretty obvious. Some of these guys, right? Like I'll get back to the script. I won't deviate too much today. Some of these guys are just legendary for their exploits, and I'm quite certain you can guess who they are. So if you're sitting at home making bets with your friends, no shouting out the answers. And as always, if you like the videos, please give them a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it on Facebook or on a YouTube playlist, and if there are any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them in the weekly Love Scopes videos. And those usually come out every Thursday, just to let you guys know. Alright, let's get down to business. First things first, this list was so fun and kind of easy a little bit, and it's who's gonna get caught having sex outside. So you're not gonna believe this. Scorpio didn't make the list. Seriously. Not because they can't get caught, fooling around almost anywhere at almost any time, but Scorpios are actually more likely to be found in some kind of sex dungeon or on stage in a show or something. Speaking from experience, Sunny. Maybe a little bit. Anyways, although signs like Scorpio and Taurus, they're opposite. Scorpio and Taurus go together, right? So although they love the outdoors, they're actually very cautious and private signs. So even though they might be drawn, they might be down, I should say, for a romp in the woods, it better be secluded. So especially with Taurus. So nope, neither the Zodiac bad boy nor our most sensual sign actually make this list. Okay, Sunny, so if the sexy ones don't make the list, who does make the list? That's a good question. Who are the real risk takers of the Zodiac? Or maybe I should say, which of the Zodiac signs are really out of control? Alright, here we go. Everybody ready? Place your bets. Number 6. Aries. Aries, only number 6, Sunny? What do you say? Well, you see, first, Aries is down for almost anything at almost any time, as long as the time is right now. And they don't usually care where or how. All they want is now. And if now means they're hiking through the woods close to a group of camera-wielding tourists, then for Aries, that's where the action is. Aries is always up for an adventure. They are risk takers. They can express themselves physically. They like the competitive angle. And they simply enjoy, Aries enjoys the sport of trying to get away with everything. Not with everything, but in this situation, they're trying to get away with it, okay? And here's a tip. Once again, Aries is Mr. Right Now. You don't have to debate or try to trick them with words. They don't want anyone cautious or emotional anyways. So you don't have to convince them of anything. That'll just confuse or frustrate them. Anyways, all they want to hear is yes and now. And they might not even care about yes. Aries hit their head against closed doors all the time. Anyways, here we go. Aries is about conquest and the challenge of getting away with stuff. But once done, then it's done. So where some of the other signs on this list are kind of hardwired to get a little down and dirty outdoors, Aries is just into it for the thrill. And they're definitely in, however. Then they're definitely out. And they might not do it again. Anyways, final note before we move on. Aries can be careless and a little messy in their actions. Kind of like Leo, maybe. Even though they might mean well. And there can be a lot of collateral damage. Sometimes you can just sometimes you can get into trouble for just knowing these guys. And if you don't believe me, wait until the bad boys video. Who's our baddest, who are the real bad boys of the Zodiac, and you'll see. Anyways, number 6, easily, Aries. Alright, number 5. Number 5. And you're not going to believe that these guys don't rank higher. Especially since everybody knows I like to make fun of them. And there's, but there's some of my closest and oldest friends. So with a humorous and nostalgic wink, number 5. Oh yeah, our most beautiful and most way over the top flirty sign. Sonny, no! Sonny, no! Oh yeah, you know it. Libra. Again, for those who didn't see the biggest flirt video, here's a quick recap. Libra doesn't even know when they're flirting, and either will you. This is because, by definition of flirting, well, that's how Libras communicate. They smile, they touch, they demonstrate interest, they laugh, they play, and they even make plans and promises for later, which they have absolutely no intention of following through with. I'm serious. Look up flirting in Wikipedia or something, and you'll see a picture of a Libra spending all day talking to someone and then hitting the boogie. It's kind of funny. I think it's funny. But here's the deal. Libra is in. There's no question about that. Wherever, whenever. These guys are cardinal energy. So, even though they look reserved and diplomatic and beautiful, Libras are predators who want what they want and they manipulate people to get it. So watch out. Anyways, having blabbed my little warning here, here's the real action. Libra is more about love and a romantic story than hot and sweaty sports behind the bleachers, let's say. But that's exactly where you're gonna find them, you know? So, like it or not. But, unlike some of the other signs here, Libras don't like to get caught. They just don't like it. They're not really into breaking rules, and they don't like to rock the boat. And they really don't like to be seen in less than flattering lights. Libras like to look good. But they do go along with their partner's crazy ideas, like filming the whole thing. And yes, these can be risky, and yes, they can get caught, and yes, it's happened a bunch of times. Like seriously, you guys really gonna play me on this one? This is Libra. Okay, anyways, Libra makes this list hands down easy. Number 5, only because they don't like getting caught. Libra. Okay, so that's Libra, and that, hey, what's going on with this? So that's Libra, and that is bringing us to the truly crazy crowd. The next 4 signs don't care if they get caught or not, but probably because it happens so many times that they're just sensitized to the to the entire thing. But number 4, Gemini. Gemini? How do I say this? Okay, how do I say this? Kind of like Pisces, they just want to do what they want. Geminis can be a bit arrogant at times, and they know they can think themselves out of trouble, so they're up for the action. The difference, however, between Gemini and Pisces is always answering to a higher calling. And even if that higher calling just the voices in their head, right? But where Gemini is just answering the phone. And like Libra, they're just looking for a good time, you know? No big deal. And actually, more than any other sign except maybe Scorpio, Geminis know what they're doing. They know they might get caught. And it's happened before, and it's gonna happen again. But the deal is, they don't care, and they're not gonna apologize, and Gemini's not gonna make excuses. And as goofy as it sounds, it's kind of an honest way to live. But nevertheless, Gemini just wants to see and do everything. It's who they are. And just because you don't like being driven home by the police every Friday night, Gemini is gonna think it's all part of the plan for the evening. So, before you suggest a sizzling interlude behind the potted plants in the art gallery, keep in mind, the security cameras are on and they're recording. Number 4, Gemini. Alright, time to get serious. Here we go. Pop quiz, everyone. Who's our most showy and demonstrative sign? And for these guys, it's like they want to get caught. Like, seriously. What? Did you really write this, Sonny? Alright, I'll tell you a story. One of them attacked me while we were walking through a children's playground surrounded by a couple of giant condos down here when I lived down by the beach. And it said, "Hey, Sonny, is this what your groupies are like after a show?" And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And like, that was aggressive. But I learned something that day. Like, what are you guys doing? Okay, but I learned something. Leos just want to be the best. You know, they want to be appreciated. And they want to be recognized for their efforts. And why not? You know, Leos are good. And they do try. And they have wonderful hearts. And I love them tremendously. Yes, even in public. Just say it. Anyways, Leos love play and adventure and creating stories. Some signs like listening to stories, and some signs like making them. Leos like living the adventure, and once again, they want everyone to know. So, it's not like Leo is born, you know, like they're programmed to go, you know, sex crazy when given a half a chance. Like, not by any means. That's not what they're about. But if they do, you're probably going to get caught. And before we move on, there's nothing you can do about it. Check this out. If you stop them, you're killing the adventure, right? And then, boo, you suck. You know, why killing the adventure, party pooper? Leos just want to have some fun. But secondly, and of even more importance, you'll be rejecting your Leo. You know, that's not cool. And Leo just wants to make you happy. They want to show you that, you know, they're the best. And that, my friend, whether the camera is watching or not, is cause for an exit conversation. Just saying. So, careful when out in public with Leo. If things heat up, it'll get out of control very quickly and in a very public way. So number three, bless their groupie hearts. Leo. Alright, next. Okay, I'm gonna try not to laugh when I read this one, but like, man, it's funny. You'd think being one of our smarter signs, they'd be able to do a little more than look like a deer caught in headlights when caught fooling around in public, but creativity is not exactly their strong suit. But being a rebellious free spirit is, and if you haven't guessed yet, our number 2 most likely to get caught having sex in public sign is Aquarius. Okay. Now, for those who don't know, Aquarius is the sign of free love. They are the sign of outdoor weekend music festivals and public art shows, in the rain and in the mud. And they are the sign of doing things their own way. Again, whatever they want, whenever they want it. But here's where it gets weird. And with Aquarius, it's always getting weird. You'd think they'd be totally down with public displays of affection. Hand-holding, snuggles, sharing ice cream. You know, lovey couple stuff. Even more so than Leo, right? But that's the furthest thing from the case, you know? Aquarius is into watching or receiving. And actually, Aquarius might be the most likely to get caught watching people fool around. All just by kind of standing there and studying the entire episode, so to speak. And it's like, seriously, it's way too mental funny. And this doesn't mean they don't care or they're not passionate. Farthest from the truth. They're extremely passionate. They just don't usually show it, you know, unless they're hopped up on drugs at an outdoor music festival. Anyways, back to the scripture. I don't know how to say this simply enough, but once again, Aquarius is the sign of free love, and they are rebels who not only don't care if they get caught, But like Leo, their opposite sign, you know, quite often, you know, Aquarius is trying to get caught. And the only thing that separates them from being number one on this list is I don't think our number one sign is like ever fools around or has intimate relations, so to speak, inside. Just saying. Anyways, number two, and it is a total lock that you can bet on, Aquarius. Alright, any honorable mentions today? Alright, like Scorpio should be on almost every let's get down and dirty list. But Scorpios are private by nature and they don't like to get caught. So no, they don't make the cut here. Who else? Pisces maybe, you know, if they're at the same party, if Pisces is at the same party with Aquarius, it's entirely possible. But not a regular thing, so not for Pisces. Virgo? Virgo. Not even close. just kidding on that one. Virgo is so uptight and like, they're clean freaks, right? So I wouldn't expect to see these guys on the highlight film either. As I sit watching the highlight film with Aquarius. Because that's whatever. Outdoors at a... What? Okay, calm down, Sonny. Okay. Anyways, that brings us to... Our number one most likely to get caught having sex outdoors or in public is... And you guessed this. You should have guessed this by now. Sagittarius. Oh yeah. Once again, Sagittarius is our most expansive, optimistic, and outside, you know, kind of sign. Like Aquarius, they don't like to be confined. But unlike Aquarius, who's more of a group sign, Sagittarius is singular. And they're super capable of going it alone. They don't pull punches, they hit their marks, and they do not stay indoors. So, having said that, once again, it's entirely more probable to catch a Sagittarius outside than inside. Straight up. And if you're looking to seduce a Sagittarius, you should definitely keep that in mind. They simply prefer the expansive freedom of being outside. Is it a nature-loving thing? Like, maybe, you know, I'm from the city. I don't really know about nature, but like, I don't really think so. I think they just like the feel of the fresh air and the sun. They like to see beyond the horizon, and they love to explore. And truth be told, even though this is not a list of the kinkiest signs, they'd easily make that list as well. Wild, Sonny. Well, this is easy. Sagittarius, careless, you know? They're big picture guys, and they often miss the details, like drawing the curtains, right? Or closing the door. And it's not that they don't care. It's just the way they are. They excel at the big picture, and they fail a bit at the small picture. So, Sagittarius flat out gets caught goofing around in the woods. And there's a little bit more. They are loud and boisterous, not to draw attention like Leo, but Sagittarius is having fun. And loud and proud in your face, fun. And it's been said a bunch of times that intimate relations for Sagittarius is more of a physical need than like a spiritual bonding, let's say, like Scorpio or like Pisces, which is a spiritual bonding, and or even more like, and it's not really a romantic display of affection like Cancer or Libra. Sagittarius just needs what they need, you know, when they need it. And they're usually outside when desire strikes. It's totally normal and natural for them. Like, so don't judge, right? These lists are supposed to be fun. Don't judge. And they're just being themselves. And that's it. Our number one most likely to get caught fooling around outdoors sign. So easy. Sagittarius. That's it, and that's the action. Alright, thanks for, once again, thanks for liking and sharing the videos, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description, the comment section below, and I'll answer them. I'll try and do my best to address them on the weekly Love Horoscopes video. And, that's it. From thesunnyside.net, I'm Sonny. Wishing everyone the absolute best of a beautiful week, and I'll see you soon.